Manhattan's here. We sure ain't losing nothing. Teddy Smith and Bob Obrien playing it for all of New York and New Jersey and all over the world. WPAT. I want to be your everything. Yeah, early 90s. Bob's going to dance on that. He's getting down already, huh?
We're ready. Red lights are dim. I can still get around with the hands I have. Here's Bobby. That's right, Mike.
He was
Putting up the oil, Mike. Somebody at the door. So they actually, somebody that tried to come in.
She wants to come in. She wants to say something to her, whatever she wants. She wants to say whatever she wants. What's after this one, Jim?
Kind of miss you. Be my girl. I kind of wish it's all set. And you still have over here church by the attic. Just be my
That's what we want to tell anybody that you work with in Motown, that's any story or anything that the audience out there would like, anything about when you work with people, like you mentioned the other day at Beacon, you mentioned these groups, stylistics, you had him on the show too, Mr. Russell Thompson.
I think y'all would know them, but I wanted to talk about this showcase of dreams.
Okay.
About highlighting the children in New York City, something we should do.
Okay.
I think that's on your notes down there.
Oh, okay. Yes. Oh, I got look this.
No, is that them too? It says something about a foundation on one of the sheets, what they're doing
The
now.
awareness concert tour. Showcase. Yeah, that's showcase. Right. Okay.
Plus we were over in Hawaii this past year.
It's all right. You better believe it's all right, because Teddy Smith and Bob Obrien are playing the Manhattan's greatest hits of all time. And I want to thank Al Pazan for coming down here this evening, along with Charles Hardy, and also Harsey Hemphill, the Candy Man, and Lee Williams, the lead singer, the Reverend. And I'm glad you gentlemen are here with us live here in the studio. Wouldn't be the same without you people, because your music is really inspiring, and really, as you said, the love songs are just wonderful, and I know all your great hits we're going to play later are just terrific. What's one great Motown group that you could say really inspired you guys, or really helped your career, or an artist, for example?
Well, Motown, when you think of Motown, you think of the Temptations, you think of the Miracles, you think of Smokey Robinson, Dreams. I mean, I could, Four Tops. You could just go on and on. The Marvelettes, Mary Wilson, and you just can go on and on. But we have performed with so many of them. So it's just a privilege to, like I said, to keep the legacy going and to stay out there, in the public's eye, and that the public still are receiving us very well. So that's a good thing. So
if you were to, let's say, write a book about some of your experiences, what would one chapter of that book look like? I mean, some of obviously your experiences of those people that you work with in Motown, but also what would some of the other things look like? I mean, in terms of your writing.
Well, I mean, there have been several things that we've done. I mean, some of the trips that we've done, like to Africa and to Hawaii this past summer. South Korea. And but one thing that really stands out with me was in the 90s we did it was a project that we did from 93 through 1997 with the Showcase of Dreams, where we worked with the New York City children, and these children were children that didn't have homes, didn't know, some of them didn't know who their parents were, but so much talent was there, and we worked it out with the Children's Services program. We were able to get these children from each borough you know, and we would have a rehearsal once a week, and we had auditions for them and all, you know, but we had some very, very talented children. We had a program that we would put on every year. And where was it?
Down at
Symphony Space.
Symphony Space.
Symphony.
Yes, and you know, some of them would be dancing, singing, and whatever. We had a choir, and I mean, it was really something else. Yeah, and so and we had an orchestra that played with them, you know. So we want to get this back. We really want to get this back in focus, and we want to take this across the states, you know.
It'd be great if you could bring some of these kids in here one day. It'd be wonderful to have them here on the air talking about some of their experiences. I think people would like that. What do you think?
Oh yeah, no doubt about it.
We just, matter of fact, just last month, I think it was, we performed at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame for the veterans, you know, and oh man, we went to the VA hospital out there also to visit them and spend time with them, you know, had dinner with them, and you know, just to see the smiles on their faces, you know, because believe me, for what they went through, you know, it's just a drop in the bucket.
Right.
You know, for us to go out there and to see them and spend time with them, we just, you know, it's an honor to us to perform for them.
Well, it makes you feel good, especially you're giving back, right?
Right. This was at the Louis Stokes Medical Center in Cleveland. And we did perform at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame.
And plus they had all the hospitals there around the area, and plus different cities. That over 1 million people was looking at it, and we really satellite.
But getting back to the Showcase of Dreams, this program, I believe, is to build the self-esteem and self-confidence in children. These children who are artistic endeavors, it's to celebrate their achievements as they pursue their dreams, of encouraging excellence, perseverance during their journey of self-discovery and self-realization.
Right, and this is what we try to do, and you could just see the smiles on their faces, you know, to see some of them feel, you know, like they could achieve something, you know, like they could do something to really bring it out of them. It was just a great feeling, a feeling of accomplishment.
Could you give us, our audience, a little bit of, sort of like a little bit of a historical background of not only, you know, what you've done in the past, but what you've been doing lately?
Well, lately we've been spending a lot of time in the studio. We are spending this much time because we want to come out, like we were talking before, with some material that we know the people would like, that, you know, they can relate to. And so it won't be something they can remember and feel and think about. You know, once you hear the song one time, you go in and still sing it in your mind a little bit. Think about it, you know. So we've been in the studio, and that's what we're doing right now.
Could you tell us, I know there's so many special moments, if we probably could have 16 different radio or television shows about some of the great things that you've done out there, but let's say we're going back to 1968 till about, let's say, 2012. Just a couple of your special moments for a moment. What would some of those entail or involve?
Oh, definitely, you know, Kiss and Say Goodbye being a platinum single, the second platinum single in the history of the music industry. That there was a phenomenal feat, you know, to happen. And then the Grammy Award, which was in 1981 for Best Duo or Group, that there in itself was something. And then going to the White House, performing for President Clinton and his wife for the Christmas affair. That there was there, you know.
Is it true that you also had something to do with the President Jimmy Carter back in the 70s, going
when
to
they did the inaugural ball?
Right. What was that like?
Great.
Well,
remember any of that? It's not too long ago, maybe a little some years ago.
But it's all good, you know, when everybody can accept you as a person as well as an artist, you know, and that there in itself is great. We were just over in Hawaii last year with the Shirelles, you know, beautiful time. Had a wonderful, and the Crystals too. Had a wonderful time. And then we went to Seoul, Korea. we performed over there with Leo Sayers and with Bonnie Tyler.
Wow.
And that there was really something.
What did you enjoy? You enjoyed working with Leo Sayer and Bonnie.
Oh,
Tyler.
yeah.
Quite an experience, I'm sure.
That guy had so much energy.
We was at the radio station, right, just like now, and she was with us, and all of a sudden she just belted out a song, man, and just blew everybody.
There you are.
Yeah,
You were dancing too.
Just beautiful people.
Yeah.
Talking about your hit songs for a moment, just to go down the list a little bit. I Want to Be, Follow Your Heart, Baby I Need You. Can I call it love, if my heart could speak. One life to live, there's no me without you. Don't take your love from me. Hurt, kiss and say goodbye. I kind of miss you, feel so good to be loved so bad. We never danced to a love song, but I am losing you. A crazy shining star, never find another like you. Some of one of your great hits. Any one of those particular ones you'd like to share? Any story or experience or anything that comes to your mind now on a live show?
I know when we sing Kiss and Say Goodbye, of all songs, many times, people have come backstage and they've said that with the love songs that we sing, they have, I mean, I hate to say it like this, but they have helped produce children, you know, just the love songs that the man has done. So this is what we do, you know, and like, we enjoy it.
Kiss and Say Goodbye, I think this is something like that.
Yeah.
Oh, yes. I remember when they played this.
Right.
Remember this one, Bobby, on WABC years ago? Oh,
Show.
oh, did you? Oh.